Good evening. A laundromat. Who would think that inside of a laundromat, that's where your life would be changed? But for me, that's exactly where my life was changed. Let me start over by introducing myself. My name is Sabin Lomac, and I've been a member of Big Brothers Big Sisters for 19 years. And just my mother. No brothers, no sister, and definitely no father ever in the house. For me, growing up was fun. It was full of love, and it was a great time with my mom. But when I reached around the age of 10, 11, 12, things started to get tough and confusing for me. I was a star athlete. I was on the honor roll. I was a student council. But I also just had a part of me that wasn't doing everything right. So while I was all state and while I was popular, I was getting in fights, and by the age of 14, inevitably in jail. So in that laundromat across town strolls a 22-year-old Italian kid from New Jersey. He was in the Coast Guard, and he had to do some laundry. He picks up a newspaper and starts flipping through it while his clothes are drying, and he reads an ad, and the ad is for Big Brothers Big Sisters. And unbeknownst to him, my mom had put me on a wait list for about 2.5 years because she thought I needed some guidance and definitely some male camaraderie. So unlike most people who just keep reading and going about their day, he called. His name is Steve Lacavera, and I can confidently say that he changed my life. So when I first met Steve, I was 14, and I didn't know what to expect, but we had an amazing bond. For the first time in my life, I felt comfortable with someone. I felt like I had a friend. I felt like I had a confidant, someone I could talk to, someone I could trust. And the foundation really worked. Do I call him my brother? Absolutely. He is my brother. I was in his wedding. He named his son after me. Tomorrow morning, I'm flying to see his wife, his 2 children, and his 11-year-old son play football. We will have a lifelong bond that will never, ever be broken, and that's thanks to this amazing foundation. So I find myself out here in Los Angeles, and I feel like it's time that I pay it forward, and I do the same thing, because that's what Steve taught me. It's about paying it forward. So I applied for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I got an amazing young guy named Lawrence, who let's bring to the stage right now. Lawrence. So the first thing, he is my little brother. I'm not his little brother. Let's clarify that. You're cool with that, right? Okay. And second thing, let's be honest, because I've always told you to be truthful, right? Who's better at basketball? Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. But meeting Lawrence has changed my life exponentially. He's an amazing kid. He's sweet, he's smart, he's optimistic, and he's really buckling down now in school and working hard to get the right grades and to do the right thing. And I would attribute that a lot to his own hard work, his mother, myself, everyone that's working hard for him and trying to make him a better person. So now I find myself in LA. I've got a little brother, I got a big brother. This foundation is awesome, it's working, and I have a business. My business started 2.5 years ago with an idea. We're from Maine, so why don't we open a food truck here and fly Maine Lobster out? And we opened a small little food truck my cousin and I called Cousins Maine Lobster. You're just clapping because you want free lobster. It's not happening. The company has been wildly successful. We've been voted the best food truck in LA for the last 2 years. We've been featured on the show Shark Tank, where we partner with Barbara Corcoran. We've been on Good Morning America, The Today Show, countless other things, and we've done really well and grown exponentially. The one thing missing was that pay it forward. So about 8 months ago, my cousin and I founded our first nonprofit called Cousins for a Cause, and we partnered directly with Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Los Angeles, and we're giving proceeds from our food trucks, we have 4 of them here in LA, directly to Big Brothers Big Sisters to help grow their company locally. In addition to that, we've sold 9 franchises nationwide, hopefully a lot more coming, and each one of them have the same thing in their contracts where they are partnering with their local big brothers, big sisters in their cities, which means that in Sacramento, in Napa Valley, in Las Vegas, in Phoenix, in Dallas, in Houston, in Orlando, Atlanta, and Raleigh-Durham, those big brother, big sister organizations just got a lot stronger, which is great news. So, the good news is this program works. It's amazing. You know, I feel like thanking people, and you know, I'm listening to the previous speech, and yes, I want to thank my mom. Thanks, Mom. You know, I want to thank that match support specialist who paired me with Steve. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. I want to thank the organization. Wow, thank you for saving my life. I want to thank Steve. Thank you, Steve, for taking the time to spend with me to change my life. And then I started thinking, well, there's so many other people that I want to thank that are nameless that I could never find. And those are the people that donate to this amazing, amazing organization, who don't want recognition, who don't want their names necessarily published or whatever, but they donate because they believe in it. And your donation in Portland, Maine, put that ad in the classifieds, in that laundromat, which Steve read, which changed my life, which is changing his life, and will change the life of a lot of people throughout this country. So thank you to those people as well. And thank you. Have an awesome night.